boss of the planet. Keep the fast standing, standing, standing. Red alert, red alert, red alert, yeah. Got the dirt on my soul, no grandstanding. No nasty, not even if it's old dark 30s. Street made, even dirt roads, highway 30. 50, 40, 90, that'll get you 30. That's a clean sweep.
Welcome to Red Alert Houston Rocket Show. I'm Hope Champion. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and drop Clutch City in the comments. And lock in to hear Daily Rockets talk.
This is Houston Rockets Red Alert. Unchained, untapped, unfiltered, unapologetic. You better know what you heard. It's time to sound the alarm. Houston Rockets getting ready to play the Atlanta Hawks here in a little while, in about 30 minutes to tip off. So with that being said, let's get right into cut to the brass tacks, right? All right, boom. Keys to the game. Control the offenses, control the tempo, attack in transition, move the ball. It's going to go just like that. You want to control the tempo of the game. You don't really want to let them get out and run at will, which means you have to make shots. This is a situation where making shots is going to be important, because what we're seeing is if you don't put the ball in the basket, you're forced to eat up a lot of clock because you can't make shots. Then you eat up a lot of clock, and I think I'll get into this a little bit later, maybe later on tonight during the game or whatever, if I stay on a little bit later. But I think what we end up doing is we end up looking at the shot clock and say, hey, we can't take shots early in the shot clock because we're missing a shit ton of shots. And if we take shots early in the shot clock and guys running the ball up our ass all night long, pause, we just going to get blew up by 40, 50 points. The only chance we have to make it a close game when you're missing shots is to take shots further into the shot clock, which is why I always mention the Jeff Van Gundy's and the Tom Thibodeau's and Greg Popovich and now Ime Udoka tend to take shots, want shots not to be early, 5 or 6 seconds, because we don't have guys that can make shots. And we don't have guys that can run all day long. So this is not Rick Adelman. We need to be shooting in 7 seconds. We need to be shooting 13, 14, 15 seconds until guys show that they can make shots. That's how you control the tempo. But you want to attack and transition when they miss shots, because they're not a veteran team, and they can get antsy and they can try to outrun you, and they could just feel like everybody's Jordan. When you got young players who trying to find their way, they can lose sight of the end game, start to miss shots. You can run the ball up their backsides, boom. And when you're in the half court offense, you do want to move the ball, be a little intentional. We saw the difference when Al Pachengun is in the game and him getting to the basket. And I wish I had a little more time to show y'all the intentionality, that's my word, of how he was shooting the basketball around the hoop. He wasn't just floating it up and I'm LP is gonna go in because I shot it up there. He was adjusting his hand towards the backboard, adjusting his hand towards the rim, following through on almost every shot. He was being very intentional about where he wants the ball placed when it's coming out of his hand. But moving the ball when he gets into the lane and being able to spread out the shooters, that was all very important. Let's go into the defensive keys to the game. This is a young team. They spry. They're young. They on the run. You want to stop the fast break. Pay attention to transition defense. Yeah, obviously we want to make shots, but when we don't make shots, we got to get back. You got to get back. You got to have as much energy as they have. And if you cannot run a guy, just because they start the fast break don't mean they get to end that fast break. So stop the fast break, get back. You know how to stop, fast breaks. 1, 2, down, catch the trailer, all that good stuff. Limit shooters. Hand down, man down. Hand down, man down. I saw a couple of times last night, or the night before last, when Luka got ready to shoot. people would jump out on him, and before he released his shot, they would already put his hand down like, damn, he got it off. You didn't block the shot, you're not close enough, but you need to leave your hand up as much as you can because you don't want him to have no extra space to follow through or tilt his head right, look directly at the rim when he's done, hold his chin. You don't want him to have no extra thing that you could prevent. So when you jump out on a man, you don't put your hand down until you are for sure that shot process is completely done. Hand down man hand. You want to limit those shooters, and you want to stay attached to guys early. Because I said this early, guys, when guys are looking for shots, they're looking to get their shots off. You want to make sure that my guy wants to. When you got a guy that wants to shoot the ball and he starts to get busy, you want to stay attached to him. You want to get attached to him early, and you no matter what picks, whatever he's running to, you want to stay attached to that guy and be intentional about taking his shots away as much as possible, and making it uncomfortable for him. So you want to limit him, the shots that he want to take, make him take difficult shots, and kind of keep him out of his own rhythm. And thirdly, protect the paint. Obviously, we don't have a great paint protector, but like I said last time, um, and I'll continue to say, you can take charges. People are going to bump you. They're going to flop when you bump them. If you can't get to the rim and block a shot, you can get in front of a man and block his body. You have to pick one. Either you have to be able to contest that shot, or you have to be able to impede his progression in the legal manner. So protect the paint. And if you have to protect the paint by sacrificing your body, that's what you must do. Okay, let's see. Not bad about that. X Factor. Again, Jabari Smith Jr. I'm going with Jabari Smith Jr. again, probably to the rest of the season. I will be going with Jabari Smith Jr. On offense, we don't just need Jabari being a stretch shooter this game. We need Jabari to mix it up. We need him to mix it up. I like when he's getting to different spots on the floor, taking what the defense gives him, and not just, I have to shoot the ball because they gave it to me right here and I want to keep the defense honest. But you gave me the ball right here, but I'm going to reward you. I'm going to reward you for giving me the ball, and I'm going to reward my coach for leaving me on the floor by making a smart decision. Yes, this is the first easy shot that I get, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to bang, bang, put the ball on the ground, and I'm going to get to my 1-2 turn over either shoulder, and I'm going to knock down this shot. Whether it's going to the baseline real hard, dropping to the baseline and pulling up, or it's going to the baseline and then spinning back middle and pulling up, or just going straight to the middle, pulling up, or going all the way to the cup. Mix it up. Give him a heavy dose. And you will get three pointers out of Jabari Smith Jr. because when you don't know what he's going to do with the basketball, he'll find a way to get open and make that three. So mix it up for Jabari Jr. On defense, you got to want to mix it up. Mix it up. Don't give guys the same look. Don't give guys the exact same look every time. You want to be able to be, you are a impact defender because of your versatility. You can sit in the chair, you can slide your puppies, but you can also extend and be a rim protector. We've seen Jabbar have big block games. When guys try to get around him and he's able to recognize the weak side and get back and help his man. So, be a help for Alper Shangoon and hustle from if your man ain't the guy that's cutting to the goal and being the lob threat in the dunker spot, and he's not the guy that can really burn you from three, then maybe you the guy that can cheat open and help Alper Shangoon down in the post. And thirdly, on the boards, you gotta want to mix it up. You gotta want to mix it up. You gotta be ready to get down there and fight. You are the power forward. No matter how, soft, for lack of a better word, the power forwards have become in this game. Stretchy, stretch shooters. We all finesse now. Power forward means power forward. It's just that simple. Power at the forward position. You have to be the guy with the power at the forward position. Bring the power, even though you're a forward. You're not a small forward. You're a power forward. So you have to be ready to mix it up. We need Jabari. If he shows up, we win. The field of the game, the Hawks want to run. The Hawks want to get out in transition. These are just basic X's and O's. They're a young team. They want to get out in transition. The Rockets really need to control the tempo. This is a control game for the Rockets. Whoever wins the field of the game tonight, I think, will win the game. I don't think this is a hand-me-down. This is a gimme game like the Hawks used to be. You don't look on the schedule and say, hey, we're going to beat the Hawks. It's an automatic win. You don't do that. If you got money to bet, you don't just look on it and be like, oh, yeah, I'm smacking this Rockets bet. When they're giving you plus 500 for the Hawks to win, you might smack the Hawks because the Hawks been on the run and the Rockets been on the slide. So this isn't a gimme game for the Rockets. You have to be intentional about controlling the pace of the game, and they'll run all over you if you don't. But for tonight, red alert alarm, buzzer prediction, final prediction of the game. I do have the Houston Rockets winning 118-112 if they're able to handle all the business that they're supposed to be handling. With that being said, let's take a look and see how far we are from the game. Okay, we're about 20 minutes from the game. So I do have a little time to pull up some of the highlights, which is something I want to do right quick. I do want to pull up a couple of the highlights from last night's game, just so we can take a gander together. You and me, we're gonna take a little gander. Let's see how we do it. I'm going to pull up a couple of highlights. Sure. And if you strolling in late, it's all good. It's all good. You know, you might have missed a little something, but it's all gravy. You didn't miss what I'm finna do right now. So hit the like button on your way in and we'll keep it pushing. But I wanted to look at a couple of these highlights and just kind of point out a few things that I didn't get to talk about last time. Now we did talk about it because last time we stayed on and we talked during the game. Last time we stayed on and we talked during the game. Oh man, this ESPN is gone. Let me see if I could maybe I can stretch this out the way before they try to blaze me. Okay. Let me see how that look. Add to stage. Oh yeah. You can't see ESPN on that, can you? Good. You can't see ESPN. I'm finna go ahead and go in.
And Reed Shepherd is a guy that will get talked about sometimes as being picked on in one-on-one situations, but he does that very well. His anticipation in the passing lanes can be disrupted. James gets the run.
All right, so this one thing right
Reed
here.
Shepherd is a guy that will get talked about sometimes as being picked.
Look, soon as Tari turned his head right here, look at LeBron. Look at LeBron leg. LeBron already knows he got him beat. He turned his head. He don't know what I'm finna do. These guys mixing it up, and Alfred Sengun is almost like a deer in headlights right here.
Going in one-on-one.
Screen. They going right here to Reed Shepherd. This is a little screen right here for LeBron. Tari shot a catch. It's too late because Alfred Sengun is already beat. Alfred Sengun has to turn his head to check, and when Alfred Sengun turns his head to check on LeBron,
He does that very well. His anticipation
is going to cause just enough movement for Alfred Sengun to have to plant his foot the wrong way. Now,
the passing lane.
Again, like I said, this is LeBron James, and LeBron can absolutely beat you going to the rim. He can absolutely beat you going to the rim, and is nothing you can really do about it when he decides to get busy like that. All right, let's let the footage play a little bit.
James gets the roll, lays it up and in. So didn't have to fly anywhere for this second road game against the Rockets. Sengun kicks it out corner. Smith. Nice little fake. Side step. Knocks down the three. Side step.
something that we
Step,
clearly missed.
knocks down the three.
Could be disruptive.
That we really missed.
James gets the roll, lays it up and in. So,
And you notice that Alper Sengun don't have the quickness and burst on his jump still, but he played a lot better because he got rest. But he still don't have the burst on his jump that we used to see for Alper Sengun.
didn't have to fly anywhere for this second road game against the Rockets.
This is what we miss from LP. This is what we miss from LP. Now, I am going to say this. There are times when Alper Sengun is going where he misses Reed Shepard in the corner. Like Reed Shepard is wide open in the corner. I've seen Alper Sengun miss wide open threes from Reed Shepard at least a dozen to 20 times. But
Sengun kicks it out.
this is when I say Jabari got to be, intentional. He sees the
Corner
guy
Smith.
flying, but I'm going to take this wide open three.
Nice little fake, side step, knocks down the three.
And this is what Jabari
Arabia, a little side step. Awkward off balance.
Put it up on the
The
ground.
Rockets come the other way.
Call out the armor.
Sengun. Oh, that beautiful spin move, lays it up and in.
I mean, you didn't even have to see it. You could hear it. There was so much
Let's go
contact.
back and look at this spin move. Let's go back and look at this spin because I'm not going.
Spin that absolutely should have been an and one.
Pass inside, DeAndre Ayton. Nice adjustment. Step, knocks down the three. Arabia, a little side step. Awkward off balance. The Rockets come the other way.
Tony Ginobili.
Sengun.
Okay, let's see if I can get in here. Let's see if I can get in here real good. If I can get in here real good so y'all can see this particular thing that I want y'all to see.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all can see that. If you see where the ball coming off his fingers, it's coming off the front two fingers, not the back two fingers that time. Still not, perfectly balanced. Where you will see a Michael Jordan or a Kobe with the ball in their hand and their whole hand is guiding the ball, maybe except one finger, but it's at least the front two and the thumb of the finger not rolling off the back side of his hand. And I noticed that.
Beautiful spin move, lays it up and in.
I mean, you didn't even have to see it. You could hear it. There was so much contact
But these shots
on his left arm when he came out of that spin that absolutely should have been an and one.
Pass inside, DeAndre Ayton. Nice adjustment in the air on the feet from Arabia.
They've had a difficult time guarding the Lakers. It helps when you can get that free throw and set up your defense.
Sengun inside. Eason throws it down. Only down by 6 considering how great the Lakers are shooting.
I think that's the silver lining because the Lakers have been exceptional offensively.
And this is a great defense.
You didn't have to see it. You could hear it. There was so much contact on his left arm when he came out of that spin that absolutely should have been an and one.
Pass inside, DeAndre Ayton. Nice adjustment in the air on the feet from Arabia.
They've had a difficult time guarding the Lakers. It helps when you can get that free throw and set up your defense.
Sengun inside. Eason throws it down. Only down by 6 considering how great the Lakers are shooting.
LP jumped out with the trap. Now, I don't know if this is, obviously this is Ime's playing the trap to get the ball out of his hand early.
I think.
But what's supposed to happen once he traps here? Because once he traps here, you have a whole big man die.
That's the silver.
Is this the plan? Is this the plan? Reed Shepard to cover this whole space by himself? I don't know if that's the smartest plan in the world. It's a good idea to get the ball out of his hands, but let's see who this is in the corner over here. Hold on, let's see who this is in the corner. Now I'm gonna reduce this down so I can look. Is that Luke Kennard or somebody in the corner over there?
Because the Lakers have been exceptional offensively.
I just don't think that's a great plan. It is a great plan to double, but maybe you double on the other side, because here's the thing. If you're going to double, if you're going to trap, if you're going to bring the trap, I guess you got to trap the side where the player's at. But if you're going to trap, why wouldn't you trap with the Josh Okogie side of the ball and then have Kevin Durant covering two spaces instead of
as DeAndre Ayton continues that with an easy finish right there. Despite Durant's slow start and the fact the Lakers are rolling, you still have this within 8 points.
Reed Shepard deflected by Kennard. Reeves throws it ahead. Doncic's going to have an easy one. Luka Doncic lays it up and in. Still 4 minutes left here. Well, it's been a fun first half. Doncic, good job from Smith trying to stay with him. Doesn't go for the fake. Kennard up top. Marcus Smart, three-pointer. It's good. 9 for 15 from three-point range of the Lakers. Jabari Smith backs in against Smart, the double. Smith jump shot. Got it.
They're not really getting enough out of it. I'd love to see him start the possession somewhere else on the floor. DeAndre Ayton continues to play well here tonight.
Trying to stay with Jabari Smith. Okogie lines up that three. That's good. He has shot well from three-point range this year. Okogie lines up that three. That's good. He has shot well from three-point range this year.
He made a great walk of the court.
They feed Ayton again. He's been so aggressive. Puts it up. Shot is no good. James right there.
Okay. Now, Kevin Durant.
Been so aggressive.
You see his hand? Because I see his hand right here.
Puts it up. Shot.
You gotta know that this man is
again. He's been so.
You gotta know that that man is right there. You got to know that this man is coming. Now, I don't like to bash Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? I don't like to bash him because I definitely don't want no smoke. But I do got to say this. I absolutely got to let this be known. When LeBron James is closing out like this, and you don't have the sense that LeBron James is crashing from where he is, you have to know he's coming. Because you knew who you were holding before this play started. You have to know that LeBron is coming down here to get this rebound.
So aggressive.
And instead of finding him and putting a body on him, you just let him waltz in there, bro. You let LeBron waltz in there and get this rebound. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. This is not championship basketball right here. In no shape, form, or fashion can I go along with this play. If anybody on our team does this, and we have seen people do it on our team, this is what we can't go along with. We are hanging our hats on rebounds. We hanging our hat on rebounds. You can't let a guy 40 years old, not even 40 years old, I don't care if he's 23 years old. You can't let a guy that you know is crashing the boards, that you know is smart,
puts it up.
Come in. You turned out of the way from where he was coming from. You actually left the angle. Kevin Durant moved out of the angle where LeBron was here, coming downhill. You actually moved over here and gave him a clear path. It's nothing in my mind that makes me think maybe you trying to track the ball, but if you trying to track the ball, you did a horrible job because he came straight from where he was at, straight down this line and got the ball right where you was at. And just like you just moved out the way and let him have it.
Shot is okay.
Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
James right there. He is turning back the clock here in the first half. Durant, Smith, corner three. That's good. Much improved from three. Jabari Smith, that's his second three-pointer. Beautiful pass inside to Eason. Ball knocked loose, Smart, and here's going to be another layup. Although Okogie going to try and stop it. And a foul. Not a smart play from Okogie. Doncic takes a shot and a chance for a three-point play. Lakers now up 11 again. Ayton down low, lost it. Good double team. Thompson in the vicinity there to help. Durant tries again. Durant hits again.
He's going to look at you, and there are going to be opportunities for Cutter.
Doncic for three. That's his fourth three-pointer. He's got 21.
Now Luka balling.
Lakers 10 of 20 from three. Sengun goes right at Ayton, kicks it out the corner, spits it a couple, and hits another. His third three-point shot by Alpi. Giving people work. Eason now 10.7 boards. Sengun
you know, and this is where LP and Kevin Durant start going crazy together. I guess I'm gonna cut this down so I can go ahead and say what I gotta say. But and KD gets to going crazy. KD hype right here.
It down. How about this? The Rockets take the lead.
They're just swarming to the ball, very similar to what the Lakers were doing in the first half.
Şengün against Ayton, one-on-one, backs in, good footwork, knocks it down. Şengün now at 16. Lakers had him figured out in the first half, but not here in the third.
At this point, we have control of the ball game. No matter what they do, we can match what they can do from here on out. Because KD can score as easily as Luka can score. I don't care what you say. KD can score as easily. Look at what all Luka got to do to score. He got to do all that. He got to do all that. He got to do all the dribbling, all the passing, everything in order for his game to actually work. He's like James Harden in that sense. But all KD got to do is get the ball, take a couple dribbles, and get us a bucket. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not as hard for KD as it is for Luka. You understand what I'm saying? It's not as hard for KD as it is for Luka. Luka has to dribble the ball. He has to pass the ball. He has to do every single thing all game long in order for his style of basketball to actually, you know, be effective, for lack of better words. You know, okay. This is what I want y'all to see right here. Here's something that we don't always see from LP that I think is very important. Watch how he shoots this ball. If you can see the angle of his hand, I'm going to give y'all this and then I'm going to get ready to go ahead and see where the game at. But he actually puts this ball directly with his hand, turns his wrist, and shoots the ball directly off the backboard from right there. He was so intentional about making this shot. Usually what you see is guys from right here, they're going to try to lay it up over the rim. But Albert Şengün turned his hand full wrist to the backboard and shot the ball off the backboard from layup. And I think that's why he made that shot with the contact, which is a lot of what he hasn't been doing. I'm LP, I can float it. I'm LP, I can lay it up over the rim. I'm LP, I got soft touch. But this particular shot, when I saw this shot today and last night, when I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is a different LP. This is a different LP. And I think they're going to go back and show it again. Let me see if they show this again. Okay, no, they're not going to show it. But that shot was the shot to me that that let me know that LP has been looking at the fact that he's been a poor offensive threat for a number of games. Now, with that being said, hey, look, I appreciate everybody pulling up. I'm finna go ahead and roll on up out of here. Get ready to roll up this joint. We got 2 minutes to the game. Let me see if I go ahead and pull the game up before I get out. Okay. And I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I appreciate everybody for coming through, chopping it up with your boy, listening. Hope that you enjoyed the content. Yeah, hope that you enjoyed the content. And if you did, please like and subscribe. So that I can keep it going, man. Just so I can keep it going. Because the likes and subscription go a long way. You know what I'm gonna do before I get out of here? Just to be honest, because what I'm gonna do for y'all before I get out of here, real spiel, I'll tell you after this.
Every show needs a spark. Ours, you. Step into the spotlight for a one-on-one fire debate. Call out a take. defend your own or a beat and teach masterclass. Winners earn bragging rights and rewards. Email redalert.rocketzone@gmail.com to lock your spot or choose a topic from our board. Thanks for supporting the movement. Tap subscribe, drop a like, and if you want to buy us a coffee, Cash App, $26KG1. Every show needs a spark, and you are ours. Salute to you.
What up? What up? We back. We back. We back. Yo, what's up with you, Amir? What up with you? I appreciate you pulling up, pulling in, checking out the content. You new to the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, you know I always like to give anybody an opportunity to come up and say something if they want to say something. You want to talk about the game, or you could just put it in the chat. Who do you think gonna win? Do you think you got Houston tonight or you got Atlanta? What do you think about Atlanta's the little run they've been on? I don't know if you're new to the channel or not, but I definitely appreciate you pulling up and checking out, what we got going. But tonight is going to be a good game. I'm getting ready to fire it up. Check it out. Now, like I said, if you I don't know if you watching the game tonight. Are you watching the game tonight? All right. Cool. But with that being said, man, peace out, man. Peace out. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna go ahead and kick back, watch the game. I might come back and check in with y'all later. Deuce to the peoples, man. Deuce to the people. Hey, and if you one of the regulars and you happen to make it to the end of the show, just know I told you so. I'm out.
I'm your host, Hope Champion, and this has been another exciting edition of Red Alert Rocket Zone. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the great things we have coming your way. Want to jump into one of our one-on-one debates? Email us at redalert.rocketzone@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. While you're at it, head over to the website and check out the KG1 merch. And if you want to show support or buy us a coffee, you can send it through Cash App, $26KG1. We truly appreciate your support because every show needs a spark. And for us, you are it. So come back again and blast off with Red Alert Rocket Zone.
Another night, another stat I can't defend. Another hope, our hope never ends. Every loss feel like deja vu, but every win reminds me why I do. The lights fade, but the passion don't. The city fans got pushed back for the smoke. Even when the shots don't fall, I'm still here to talk that talk. You can't believe I'm still tuned to this tone. Still taking off in the rocket zone. All the heat, all the pride, you know what we own. Yeah, welcome home to the Red Alert Zone. We're gonna break it down like how to break down the zone. He is an alien man, Mike calling on the phone. Every fan's a debater at heart. Every stance to take is part of the art. Oh, they say the data never lies, but numbers can't feel what's on the heart inside. So we clutch city till we die, even if we hold their feet to the fire. Tuned to this tone, oh, taking off in the rocket zone. All the hate, all the pride, you know what we are. Yeah, welcome home to the Red Alert Zone. No alien man, he is an alien man. He's an alien, that's a man, and he is a Rockies fan. Oh, just an alien. He's an alien, alien. He's an alien, he's an 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 alien. Oh, 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 rockets, man. He's an alien, he's a rockets fan. Who would know more about rockets than alien man, area 51 dude. He's an alien. To the red alert zone.